Very warm welcome, viewers. You're watching 6 Stories at 6 with me, Rakshita Mishra. We start with the big news that we're tracking from the national capital, and this is a very important meeting on the security situation in wake of the Pahalgam terror attack that the Prime Minister is chairing right now at 7 Lok Kalyan Marg. The Prime Minister is chairing this meeting, and part of it is Rajnath Singh, the Defence Minister, NSA Ajit Doval, and all three service chiefs, and also, of course, the Chief of Defence Staff, General, we have Chief of Defence Staff, General Anil Chauhan as well. My colleague Soumya joins us live on the broadcast from more. Soumya, this is the first time we see that the Prime Minister is meeting all three service chiefs, because prior to that we had seen that Rajnath Singh was holding meetings with the CDS and also the three chiefs. But now the Prime Minister has now meeting everybody right from the NSA to the chiefs.
Yes, well, Rakshita, back-to-back from ever since April 22nd, back-to-back important meetings have been taking place at crucial vantage points. Just day before yesterday, we had the CDS meeting the Raksha Mantri at his official residence. Then yesterday, we had the Raksha Mantri briefing and meeting the Prime Minister at his official residence. Now today, we have Raksha Mantri along with the CDS and the Tri-Services chiefs present there at the official residence of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, and the meeting is still underway. It had started 20 to 25 minutes ago and it is still underway. This is the first meeting of the Tri-Services chiefs with the Prime Minister. Before that, the CCS meeting that took place on 23rd of April. These chiefs were not in attendance. However, this meeting is the first with the Tri-Services chiefs. Important point to note here is that this comes at the backdrop of course, the Pahalgam terror attack, and now also the firings that have been taking place along the line of control in the sectors of Kupwara, Barapulla and Akhnoor districts. So these meetings have become more crucial with the kind of actions and retaliations we are being subjected to from Pakistan's end. Now we had the diplomatic measures that were announced last week during a press briefing convened by the Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri. Now from that point on, we have people of this country demanding for military retaliation in response to the terror attack that took place that claimed more than 20 lives. Now with that regard, we have these meetings happening. Not just that, just few minutes back we also had an important meeting that took place here at the Ministry of Home Affairs, convened by the Home Secretary. In attendance were BSF DG of NSG, Brigu Srinivasan. Along with them, there were ADG of SSB and senior officials from Assam Rifles, CISF and CRPF. If sources are to be believed, we are being told that these officials had briefed the Home Secretary as per about the preparedness, the security preparedness, and what are the situations, because we are being told that there is another CCS meeting that is set to take place under the chairmanship of Prime Minister Narendra Modi tomorrow at 11 a.m. So this comes at a very important point, Rakshita. These chiefs who had attended this meeting earlier today at MHA, they briefed the Home Secretary around the deployment of the security personnel. The vantage points were discussed with the Home Secretary, and the discussion also took place around increasing the deployment of these security personnel along the important border lines. Rakshita.
So what all do we expect here? Because tomorrow, as you mentioned, is the CCS. And remember, this is the second. All right, I'm told that Senior Executive Editor Abhishek Kapoor also joins us on the phone line. Abhishek, well, it's a very important meeting that is underway. For the first time, we see that the Prime Minister is meeting all three service chiefs, and also, of course, the NSA and the Defence Minister and the CDS as well. Right, and this is coming in prior to the important CCS meeting, second after Pahalgam attack.
Well, yes, and Rakshita, this is the first one. And the major one. Remember, this comes on the back of two meetings that Prime Minister has had with the Defence Minister, who in turn has had multiple meetings with the service chiefs and the CDS. And this comes just one day before the second Cabinet Committee on Security meeting that takes place tomorrow morning. So if you connect the dots, obviously this is building up to something, some action, and India's kinetic military response to the Pahalgam terror attack. And if you look at these pictures, you have the service chiefs, you have the Chief of Defense Staff, and you have the National Security Advisor, and on the Defense Minister, of course, chaired by the Prime Minister. So essentially, this gives an idea of what deliberations are taking place. This is about exploring all the options, which have already been discussed threadbare over the last couple of days. It's just a matter of now executing, for which obviously the final nod comes from the Cabinet Committee on Security, and the fact that that crucial meeting is slated to take place tomorrow morning. Obviously, this is about brass tacks. This is about all options being discussed before a final nod comes in through the CCS. We have seen how Prime Minister not once but twice has said that costs would be inflicted on perpetrators of the Pahalgam terror attack. Not only that they would be pursued to the ends of the earth. And beyond that, those who have been backing the perpetrators, their supporters, and the soil from which these terrorists get the sustenance, even that would be targeted. So Prime Minister effectively institutionalizing a policy of hot pursuit, and obviously these deliberations are happening in that context.
Right, Abhishek, the fact that after the first CCS, we saw that India, in fact, had enough, hit back with the water strike and with the diplomatic strike. If that was the result of the first, at least the move that was witnessed after the first CCS. Now, what happens tomorrow? And especially given the fact that this meeting that is right now underway at 7 LKM is very, very important as to what really gets decided yesterday. We are understanding that from here on, given that all service chiefs are there, India's, the way India would retaliate or strike back as far as from the forces are concerned will be of utmost importance, will be of, will be more in focus.
Well, absolutely. So you can expect that there would be a proportionate response. While the nation really wants Pakistan to pay through its nose, there is an escalation matrix that the security architecture keeps in mind, keeps in place. And like it has happened in the case of Uri surgical strike, so when Pakistan-based terrorists attacked an army camp and martyred 18 of our soldiers, India hit back with the surgical strikes inside the Pakistani territory across the line of, not the Pakistani territory, it was actually Pak-occupied Jammu and Kashmir, but across the line of control. And similarly, in the case of Balakot air strike, it was the first time since 1971 war that Indian military operations targeted Pakistani soil. And so now, this time when Pahalgam terror attack has happened, and all leads go to Pakistan. Remember, we broke the story in the morning about one of the terrorists being directly connected with the Pakistani Special Forces, was a soldier of the Pakistan Army, a commander. And so obviously all those calculations are there, and in what form the response would be, let the military experts do the talking once a political decision has been taken. And we have seen earlier instances of Uri and post-Pulwama, Balakot, where the political will has not been wanting, and the political will has been strong. And in fact, the most transformative aspect of Indian response to terror in the last few years. So we are seeing the same thing, absolute resolve, as mentioned by the Prime Minister himself in his couple of his speeches. And these pictures clearly these pictures clearly reflect a decisive leadership deliberating what comes next.
Absolutely, Abhishek. In fact, my colleague Riyanka is also there outside the 7 Lok Kalyan Marg where this meeting is underway. We're showing pictures of that meeting as well. So, Riyanka, well, this is a very important meeting, as we were mentioning, that this is the first time that the Prime Minister is meeting all the 3 service chiefs along with the NSA and the Chief of Defence Staff and other important members. Now, what we know is that this time India will be, of course, zeroing in on the most appropriate action, because we cannot, of course, forgive and forget what has happened happened. And, we already see that Pakistan has been trembling, it has been rattled, and it has resorted to, its antics like cyber attacks, like a cyber strike, a very cowardly way of, a very display of cowardice rather, and also unprovoked ceasefire. But yes, the situation is very high. The security situation, of course, is very critical right now. Even in Srinagar, where I'm reporting for, we see time and again, especially during the afternoon, there are multiple choppers, including that of the Indian Air Force as well. So there is high hyper vigilance also, and there is increased amount of there's increased deployment of forces. And this time we expect that in this meeting there should be something really concrete that will be decided upon.
Well, absolutely, Rakshita very rightly mentioned there, given it is the first meeting with the Prime Minister, which consists of the tri-service chiefs, the Chief of Defence Staff, along with NSA Ajit Doval and Raksha Mantri Rajnath Singh, all coming together. There is only one message that is made very clear, that India will not sit silent. There can be steps that will be taken. An example of the Uri as well as the Balakot strike that had happened in the earlier times, and something much bigger than that can also be in the cards, which is why these meetings that are having, taking place along with the Prime Minister, whether it is the meeting that is being chaired by Defence Minister Rajnath Singh earlier, or a meeting that had been chaired by Home Minister Amit Shah earlier, there is just one message which is very clear, that there is no way that Pakistan will not be isolated. Every step will be taken in to isolate and build a huge crackdown against Pakistan. Remember, the three service chiefs being present in this meeting also shows a very important point here, that an entire briefing to the Prime Minister is being given regarding the security arrangements and how prepared our defence forces are in terms of any combat action that might be required and might be planned. And in fact, as you rightly mentioned, Pakistan is rattled. It is shaking at this point, given there are several unprovoked ceasefire that we are in fact seeing that is happening at the border areas. Each and every day there are increased number of unprovoked ceasefiring that is happening. In fact, the forces are retaliating befittingly. That is something that is also happening on that front. On the other hand, the Pakistani ministers, they are making unprovoked and I beg your pardon, they are making provocative statements against our country, and also getting into several ways to say that okay, Pakistan is not involved in the particular attack that had taken place in Pahalgam, but we know very clearly they have accepted that Pakistan has been fueling terror, and they have been providing funding, financing, they have been financing terror. They have accepted it, and they have been completely exposed. Remember, previously also we have seen how they have been put in the blacklist or the grey list under the FATF, where the Pakistan has been completely exposed. Even now, this particular meeting, which is underway at Prime Minister's residence for nearly 40 minutes now, already shows that there are crucial decisions and crucial discussions that is being made. Remember, NSA Ajit Doval, who has made it very clear in the past as well that India will not be sparing Pakistan no matter what. There are several steps taken from the side of the centre, as in terms of the first crackdown that was built from starting from asking the Pakistanis to leave within 48 hours to suspending the Indus Water Treaty. Many steps have already been taken, and a big strike is in fact accepted. I'm not saying that this is something that will happen, but yes, everybody is hoping that India will retaliate very strongly against Pakistan.
Yes, absolutely. We have some breaking news coming in right now. Just I request all our reporters to please stay on with us, because there is a very important update we're getting in. Now, viewers, what we have is that the World Bank has granted funding to Pakistan. Pakistan has now, in fact, received 108 million of funding from the World Bank. 108 million US dollars, viewers, we're talking about here. The World Bank has sanctioned additional funding. This is additional funding of 108 million US dollars. And it says it is providing this fund for improving the lives of women and girls by enhancing their access to essential services and economic opportunities in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa province in northwest Pakistan. And according to a release from the World Bank, the funding has been granted to help both projects accomplish their goals of increasing access to market, jobs and health and education services in a way that increases the province's resilience to natural catastrophes. So this is the terrorist state, viewers, which is now getting in more and more of funding. And All right, viewers, as we speak, we are getting in visuals from inside 7 Lok Kalyan Marg, where that important meeting is underway on the security situation and what will be the next step of action of the government of India and, of course, Indian forces in this together. And we have the visuals coming in from the Prime Minister's residence. You can see General CDS General Chauhan. There is all the army chiefs, 3 service chiefs. You can see General Upendra Dwivedi as well. And Ajit Doval, the NSA. You can see the Air Chief Marshal as well, the Navy Chief also present there, speaking to the Prime Minister, and all deliberating as to what should be done next, what all, because you see that they have in fact held meetings amongst each other as well with the Defence Minister, that is Rajnath Singh. They have visited Pahalgam terror site. We saw the Home Minister visiting the site. We also saw the Army Chief going there. CDS Chauhan had also taken information from all of the commanders, the army commanders. And now we have the Prime Minister talking face to face with all the 3 service chiefs and also the Chief of Defence Staff. And there you have those visuals coming in. The Navy Chief of India also present in there. In the Indian Navy has been, of course, exuding confidence. Admiral Dinesh K. Tripathi is also present there. Chief of the Air Staff is also there, and this is the update we have. Air Chief Marshal Amarpreet Singh, and also you have NSA Ajit Doval. We continue to talk to our reporters also as I speak over the visuals, what is happening. Viewers, we have my colleague Soumya also. Soumya, well, we see that there have been a lot of meetings going on, back-to-back meeting going on. Amit Shah, the Home Minister. In fact, of course, we have Riyanka also from 7 Lok Kalyan Marg. Riyanka, we got the video from inside, the visuals from inside. Army Chief, the CDS, Navy, Air Chief Marshal also there. And of course, they are deliberating, talking face to face with the Prime Minister, because this is the penultimate moment that what should be the next step of action. Pakistan would surely be trembling.
Oh, well, as we continue with those visuals on the screens where it is very clearly seen how Prime Minister is interacting with Defence Minister Rajnath Singh, as well as National Security Advisor Ajit Doval, and of course the chiefs of the 3 services in our country, as well as the Chief of Defence Staff Anil Chauhan. It is very important to note here that these meetings are coming in with a huge message that is being sent to Pakistan, as you also mentioned, moving forward. In fact, there are many meetings that have happened since the attack took place, and many more meetings lined up tomorrow as well at the Prime Minister's residence, where there will be the Cabinet Committee on Security that will be meeting for the second time after the attack tomorrow at the Prime Minister's residence. In fact, there will be a Cabinet Committee on Economic Affairs that will also be meeting the Prime Minister tomorrow, and following that there will be the briefing where there will be the meeting of the Union Cabinet. The entire Cabinet will in fact be meeting under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi. So hurdles after hurdles, meetings after meetings being taking place. Many have happened, many more are lined up. But at this point in time, this crucial defence security meeting that is underway under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, where we are showing you the visuals on our screens to our viewers, that we are of course ready, we are combat ready. We will be giving a befitting response to Pakistan for its poor tactics and constantly distancing itself from the terror attack. It is not going to stay silent. In fact, the presence of the Chief of Army Staff, General Upendra Dwivedi, Chief of Air Staff, Air Marshal A.P. Singh, as well as the Chief of Naval Staff, Admiral Dinesh K. Tripathi, shows that the 3 services are very well stationed at their positions. In fact, we had seen that there were several missiles that were tested a few days ago. In fact, the Navy had also issued and released an image of the, important ships which were stationed very well for any sort of a combat, situation. situation. And on the other hand, we know that there have been several recce's and that have been carried on in terms of the Air Force. So yes, our country is ready to give a response, a strong one this time, to Pakistan, because justice needs to be served to all those bereaved family members who have lost their loved ones, who had just gone to Pahalgam to take the visit of that beautiful site, but ended up with the dastardly attack from the side of terrorists that the Pakistan has been funding since forever now.
Right, Riyanka. In fact, the Prime Minister has, not once but twice, many times, in fact, he has vowed that those innocent lives will be avenged. The killing of those of those people, of those Indians, will be avenged, and he's not going to spare anyone. Each and every person who has been connected with this will be hunted down, and he will be brought to justice. It's time for action now. He has made the promise, and now it's time for action. And before that action is taken, we see this very important meeting to weigh on those countermeasures is right now taking place. Soumya continues to be with us from the South Block. Soumya, you've been also tracking every high-level meeting that has taken place in the national capital. And of course, it's been a very, very busy 1 week for everybody, all the officials, all the ministers as well. But okay, I'm told that Soumya is not there. I'll just put that across to Riyanka as we speak. Riyanka, every Indian has his or her blood boiling when they see those visuals of those victims' families wailing, blood being splattered. It's a horrific visual. Nobody would want something like that to ever happen again. It's a strike on the social fabric, on the soul of India, as the Prime Minister said, as he vowed to, in fact, take revenge, as he vowed to hit back hard. And this time, of course, it is on him and on, of course, the collective that they must deliver and make sure that Pakistan pays for it and never ever thinks of carrying out such a dastardly attack ever again.
Well, absolutely, very rightly mentioned there, Rakshita. Given that the sensitivity of this particular scenario, it looks like some movement happening from Prime Minister's residence. Okay, one vehicle coming out from... none of the chiefs who are present there, although Raksha Mantri's cavalcade continues to be here, means that meeting is still on. Well, we continue to tell our viewers that this meeting that is currently underway under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi and being participated and attended by the CDS as well as the NSA and the 3 service chiefs gives an important message to Pakistan, not just Pakistan but also to the Indians who are looking up to the Prime Minister, because a hope has been created, not just the ones who have been killed, not just their families, but every Indian, because the blood is boiling given the fact that the dastardly attack, the amount of sensitivity it had created and the anger it had created in the minds of the people. People are hopeful of a very, very strong retaliation. As I mentioned, that something like an Uri or a Balakot can be expected. But we have to wait and see. That is, of course, a decision that will be taken, and something will happen on that front, because India will not keep quiet. In the past also, we had never shut down, and we had given a befitting reply to the Pakistan for carrying out these dirty politics and dirty actions. And on that note, we will continue to be with these visuals from outside the Prime Minister's residence, and we will get in more details. But it's time for a short commercial break. We will be coming right back after this short break. Do stay tuned, viewers, with us. We are coming back in 2 minutes.